Angelique here. In today's video, I'll be sharing how to get an internship in college. Now, before I jump into the goods of this video, I just wanted to let you guys know about the free workshop we have going on at the moment, where we are giving out the exact strategy about how this 62-year-old woman was able to make $160,000 in just 90 days. So if you're looking to find out more, make sure you check out the link in my description. So let's talk about getting an internship in college. One of my favorite things in college was actually getting hands-on experience in my internship. I was a digital business transformation intern at Rockwell Automation in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, working part-time as an intern and full-time in the summer, which was such an amazing opportunity. And throughout my college experience, I had a few other jobs as well to just kind of build up my resume. So in this video, I will be sharing how to get an internship in college, especially for people who might not know where to start, might not really know how to set yourself apart from other people applying. This video is really tailored to you. So first things first is actually going to your college career fair. I know it can be intimidating because it's this fair that's happening at your school, and you know, maybe it's not the cool thing to do, but the best way to get yourself known and out there is by putting yourself out there. If you're an introvert, it's okay. People understand that introverts also have their own set of strengths, and if you're an extrovert, great, because meeting people is one of your strong suits. No matter what, put yourself outside of your comfort zone. Going to a career fair will be uncomfortable, it will be scary, but HR recruiters also understand that you're a student and it is scary. A lot of times HR managers are always really friendly. They want to get to know you and what you're looking for in terms of your career. You'll actually be surprised at how many people want to help you. So you'll want to think about going to your college career fair, mainly to get an idea of what you want. So you have to think about your major, what type of experience you're looking for, what type of company you're looking for, and going to career fair allows you to learn about those companies that are there, but also get a feel of, is this company good for me, but also, am I a good fit for this company? So that's the point of a college career fair. One, to get your resume into the hands of HR recruiters, but also to see if you're actually a good fit for a company that you're talking to. Don't be afraid to put yourself outside of your comfort zone. Go to your college career fair and talk to basically anyone who has a booth or anyone that is standing there, because it will allow you to share your resume with companies, and the more you share your resume with companies, the more opportunity you have to actually land an internship of your dreams. The next option is doing LinkedIn outreach. So if you're not familiar with LinkedIn or you don't have a LinkedIn profile, I highly recommend creating one. One of the biggest things I think that I learned in college was using LinkedIn as a resource to connect with recruiters, to connect with people who share similar connects with me, to put myself into their shoes. So one of the biggest things I learned in one of my classes in college was actually connecting with university alums. So I went to Marquette University in Wisconsin, connecting with other people who went to Marquette who worked at specific companies. So you could actually do that in LinkedIn search. You just go to the search bar and type in a specific company, and you can look at your shared connections as well. So then you could ask your friend or your other connect to connect you with that person. When it comes to LinkedIn and building your network on LinkedIn, you'll always want to include a very brief introduction in that note section that they allow you to write when you are connecting with someone. So you don't want to just connect with them just to connect with them. You want to send them a personalized message. So this is something that I pretty much wrote when I was connecting with people on LinkedIn. It was something along the lines of, hey, I'm Angelique. I'm a marketing and information systems student at Marquette University. I saw you also went to Marquette University and work at this company. I just wanted to get to know a little bit more about your experience in your career as I'm trying to get an idea of what I want to create. So if you have 30 minutes to jump on a phone call or even grab a coffee in town, I would love to ask you a few questions about your career and learn more about your journey to get to where you are at now. So that is basically the introduction to your LinkedIn Connect. When it comes to connecting with people on LinkedIn for internship opportunities, you don't want to explicitly say, do you have an internship opportunity with me? That is something you do after you build the connection. So doing it on LinkedIn, the first thing you should do is build the connection. information. Say things like, hey, I went to this university. I saw you also went to this university. Hey, I saw you are interested in this. I'm also interested in this. Ask the person questions, get to know about the company they work for, and get to know them as a person. And then once you know that, just say, thanks so much for your time and helping me out. I really appreciate it. If any job opportunities come up in the future, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, but I really appreciate your time. That's kind of how you should end it. More often than not, that person will actually relay your resume over to some HR manager or recruiter in their company. I know quite a few people who are actually successful with that method, reaching out to people, meeting them for a coffee, jumping on a Zoom call, getting to know them on the one-on-one level, treating them for a coffee, you know, because it's always nice to return the favor for someone taking their time out of their day to talk to you, but also then from there sending your resume, thanking them, asking them if they have any opportunities or know of any opportunities within their department or even within the company so that you can intern. So that is a really powerful method, LinkedIn outreach, and I highly recommend that method. The next method is to optimize your resume. Now obviously a resume plays a huge role when it comes to landing internships. Now you don't have to have insane experience. Obviously that's what internships are for, to gain experience in the industry that you are looking to pursue. Don't worry if you don't have tons and tons of experience, because as an intern, HR managers, departments, companies don't expect you to have endless amounts of experience under your belt. So if you don't have that, do not worry. When it comes to optimizing your resume, you'll really want to talk about, you know, different things you are good at, skills you have, your strengths as it's related to the job you're applying for. For example, a lot of my skills are surrounded by design. I wasn't actually professionally trained in graphic design, but I've always loved building layouts, playing with HTML code, designing stuff in Adobe. Even though I never had a job relating specifically to graphic design, I did include that as one of my skills, knowing Adobe, knowing HTML, knowing things that were creative as I was applying to creative jobs. So you want to write down the things you're good at, and it doesn't necessarily mean you have to have a job in it, but something that actually you're skilled at, because people realize that everyone has innate skills. You might not be paid for that specific skill, but it is a place to start when it comes to building your career with an internship. Another thing you can add to your resume are things like clubs or groups you might be participating in on your campus, or even class projects. Obviously, you are in college for a reason, and the purpose of a lot of classes is to give you the resources you need to enter into the real world of careers. What you learn in class and what class projects you do and what role you play in those class projects will help build up your resume. Title the project just saying like class project experience. One of the things was a Microsoft Access database project. So for those of you who don't know what that means, it's basically a project where as a student we had to work with nonprofit organizations and build them a database to help them organize their client outreach and all of their existing customers. And so what we did with that was basically functioned as consultants to this nonprofit company. And basically on my resume I talk about that class project and a few short bullet points, basically what it entailed, what we did in the project, and also what role I played in terms of I was doing majority of the client outreach, head of communication, things like that, because that is the role I played in the class project. Talking about class projects on a resume, especially when it comes to applying to internships, is a great way to build up your resume, especially if you don't have any job experience. But I think the biggest things is talking about skills that are innate to you. You might not have had a job in it, but you know it's something you're good at. And the other is referring to class projects. The next option is to reach out to your existing network. Now, I know in the world of business, everyone always tells you to network, but you'll actually be surprised about how many people are already in your closest network. So think your family, friends of family, family of friends, coaches, professors, teachers, past teachers, anyone you know that has some sort of into a company or an industry. Ask questions, get to know about their career, but also be open with the fact that you are looking for an internship. And if they know of anyone anywhere hiring interns, interns than to pass your resume along. That is the number one thing when it comes to business, is using your already existing connections to your advantage. It's not what you know, it's basically who you know, and that plays true over and over and over again. Don't be intimidated, because obviously there are a variety of different things you can think about. If you don't have a really expansive network at the moment, don't worry. Obviously you can start building your network, and that's kind of the path you should go down in terms of building your network for your internships, but also your future career. You never know if someone you talk to will become, you know, your next coworker, your next boss, your next business partner. So treat everything as an opportunity to get your resume, get your experience, but also get your name out into the world. So I hope that video helped kind of explain how to land an internship in college, because I know it can be intimidating. I know how scary it was. I was in college, and you know, the pressure of being a student, but also chasing internships, but also competing with all of the other students also wanting the same exact internships. The main thing is to figure out ways to set yourself apart. So if you can do that, that is the first step to landing the internship of your dreams. But I think the main thing is to really sell yourself. You might want to read some books on networking. You might want to look up ways to improve your resume. You may want to talk to recruiting counselors, HR managers, just to get some insight into what hiring managers really look for. If you can do that and know kind of the strategy around answering questions, getting to know people, and getting your resume into the hands of companies, I promise you there will be one that will say yes. So I hope that video helped kind of explain how to get an internship in college. So my camera just died, so I'm just gonna finish this on my phone. And again, I know I mentioned this in the beginning of the video, but if you're looking for ways to make money online, make sure you check out the free workshop in my description to find out more about how this 62-year-old woman was able to make $160,000 in just 90 days. So make sure you check out the link in my description to find out more. Thank you so much for watching this video and watching it till the end. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to make sure you get notified every single time I post. Thanks so much for watching. Good luck in your internship job hunt. I wish you nothing but the best, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.